Hello everyone. I know it's been a while, but Never's Done coming back to you with another video. I am very delayed because life has been lifing, so I'm recording this in November. Don't judge me. But today we're going to be checking out P1Harmony's English release with X. I am beyond excited to check this out because P1Harmony is an amazingly talented group, and I am so excited to see what they bring to the table because it's always a banger from them, honestly. So especially if this is all in English too. Oh, I am so ready for this. With that being said though, this is a pause morning. I do like them a lot, so I'm going to be more inclined to pause for them. So if pausing is not for you, then by all means feel free to click off the video. But if you don't mind pausing, then stick around as we go ahead and check out X. All right, here we are with X pulled up, and let's dive right in.
Every girl deserves to have her exploration.
Oh, so we're just getting right into the song. Okay, my bad, I'm ready.
Every girl deserves to have her exploration. Have a little fun without an explanation. Exit on them when they hit the expiration. End of story, period, no exclamation.
Not the period, no exclamation.
I'm an exceptional guy, so you can't tell me bye-bye. I think I gave enough of my time, so I'm sorry, not sorry.
X's and O's, yeses and no's. Ain't nothing personal, I gotta know. Trust me, you'll be fine. So I'm sorry, not sorry.
Young and so incredible. Think it's time.
Oh, I love Soul's voice. I cannot.
Not sorry. Young and so incredible. Think it's time to settle what we got so special.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
X's and O's. Every girl deserves to have her exploration.
Hey.
Have a little fun without an explanation. Exit on them when they hit the expiration. End of story, period, no exclamation. Every X, 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 X. The next. Left on with the text. End of story, period, no exclamation. Please go to share your access. Thank your message and pictures too.
Hold up, Junks, though. I'm not ready. Why does chorus Loki go in so hard, though? Not gonna lie, I love it.
With the text. End of story, period, no exclamation. Please go to share your access. Thank your message and pictures too, babe. What are you doing there? See what I'm doing there? Still I'm here.
Don't hesitate, babe. Turn around, look at me. You seem to have too many thoughts. X's and O's, get rid of the fool. Young and so incredible. Think it's time to settle what we got so special.
What the Jenga?
I'm sorry.
Why was Ji-young struggling with that Jenga so much? Or I gotta see overtime.
So incredible. Think it's time to settle what we got so special.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
X's and O's. Every girl deserves to have her exploration. Have a little fun without an explanation. Exit on them when they hit the expiration. End the story, period, no exclamation. Every
X.
oh,
Get your next. Lifting with the text.
end the story, period, no exclamation.
Honey, you got everything.
I just realized earlier, I said I love Soul's voice, so it was definitely Theo. Wow, I'm tired. At least I caught that. Wow. Soul did eat this little XXX text part up, though, not gonna lie. Still don't understand why I said the wrong name earlier. Forgive me, y'all.
X.
Oh,
Get your next. Lifting with the text.
end the story, period, no exclamation.
Honey, you got everything you need.
Ooh,
Let me be the only one to be.
Heart Cat, well done. The final kid is ahead. Meow. What?
Perfect boy that's always in your dreams.
The goal is
Tell me
sorry,
what
can you
it
love?
is.
Ooh.
Every girl deserves to have her exploration. Have a little fun without an explanation. Exit on them when they hit the expiration. End the story, period, no exclamation.
Every girl deserves to have her exploration. Have a little fun without an explanation. Exit on them when they hit the expiration. End of story, period, no exclamation.
Every
Okay, I see y'all. Yes. Oh, there's like a little bit more left. Oh, just the credits. Not them jamming in the corner. Yeah, that's right point. Oh, okay, Soul. Not in talk with the heart. Oh my gosh. So the vibe I'm getting from this song is low-key giving just get over your ex, get with me, I'm better kind of vibes. But obviously I know the actual intention of the song is more so just the first half of that, of just the, let go of your ex, like he's not worth your time kind of thing. But in my head, the reason they're saying that's because they want you to get with them. Just throwing that out there. But this was such a fun song. It was I was not expecting the chorus to come in as like full as it did. Like it felt like it was like very heavy with like the synths and everything, and it was honestly very refreshing to like have that coming in like that, because it just felt great, especially after Theo's pre-chorus. It just chef's kiss. Loved that. Let's go ahead and break down the song like we normally do. In terms of vocals, I already mentioned Theo with the pre-chorus, so then you have Jung and Kiho on the choruses, which they sounded immaculate. I'm glad they got the parts, because honestly I can't really see any of the other members hitting that part as nicely as those two did, so I'm glad they got that. Maybe Theo, but that's pretty much about as far as I think it would go in terms of that chorus part sounding good, so I'm glad those two got it. I lost my train of thought. Wow. It'll come back to me later, I'm sure. In terms of rapping, obviously Jung Sub holds down what he does all the time, and In Talk as well, doing his little bit of rapping with him too. Do I need to say anything about them too? They always come and do what they have to do and then dip. Let's be honest. I did like Soul's little XXXX text part. That was sketchy, not gonna lie. That's definitely probably the catchiest part of the song for me personally, because it's just so simple yet so repetitive yet so amazing, and I loved it. In terms of the song structure, obviously it has that traditional structure, but I did like how they dropped out the instrumental. So Kyo kind of was singing pretty much with a bare instrumental, and then it came back with the full chorus with Jaeyoung. I'm like, yes, I love sometimes when they do that. It has to be done right though, and I feel like in this case it was done right. But the production of the song, like the synths, especially in the chorus, like I said earlier, it's just so full, and like it's great. Like it's giving what it needs to give for the song too, and I 100% stand and love that for it, because hello, it's P1Harmony. Whew. Choreography, for a song like this, you really don't need anything that's intense. You need something that kind of goes with the vibe, something that's just kind of like nonchalant, easy to do, or as people would kind of say, like a TikTok dance. Like, it doesn't need to be nothing hardcore, especially for a song like this, because then it wouldn't match. So what they did for this is definitely fitting, because it matched the energy that was needed for the song, because it's more of like a pop song as opposed to like something more hardcore. So I get it, and I do like the choreography for what it is. It's not something that's necessarily as memorable for me, but it matches what energy is needed for the song, so I can't get mad at that, even if it's not memorable. And then obviously, Soul with his center dancing moments, I love getting those all the time. In terms of visuals, I really liked the outfits in this. It's casual, but with flair. Like, that's the best way I could describe it. Like, the mismatch of patterns, like it's eye-catching. It's not something I would wear, because the mismatched patterns would drive me crazy, but they look good in it. At least all 6 of them look good in it. I would not be able to pull that off in any way, shape, or form. But yes, this was definitely a fun song. As I was mentioning earlier, in terms of the lyrics, it's low-key giving get over your ex so you can be with me. Like why you hesitate with me just because of that? Oh man, forget about him. But it's this, obviously, in terms of the actual meaning, it's more so along the lines of, just don't let yourself be held back. Like, get over him, explore, like, end the story, period, no exclamation. Which that line took me out, I'm not gonna lie. Period, no exclamation. I'm like, let me guess, did Kiho have a part in writing that? It sounds like a very Kiho thing to say. Am I wrong, y'all? Am I wrong? But yes, overall, I definitely did enjoy this song a lot. Definitely is going on my playlist, not necessarily my repeats playlist, but it will be on the playlist for sure. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. The next video that you're gonna see from me will be my reaction to ITZY's latest Japanese comeback with Rock and Roll. as I mentioned earlier, I am definitely a lot late with some things. I still have a bunch of videos that I need to edit that's going to come out before this one that have been coming out for the past few weeks for y'all, assumedly. So I'm kind of dying down to just like my alt groups and then groups that I highly stand, but even sometimes some of those might get cut. Like for instance, just due to time wise, I did have to cut out TXT's Japanese release for Can't Stop. I did listen to that on my own, but with how timing is, it's going to be a lot more bare in terms of who I'm reacting to. But once I catch up, I'm hoping everything goes to normal and everything starts shifting and placing in my life. But if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and or subscribe. If you don't want to do any of that, that's perfectly fine. You watched the video to this point, so who am I to say what you can and cannot do? But thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Never Zen,